Good afternoon, everybody. This is Gardening Warrior, and my fridge is full of stuff that needs to be made. So, we're gonna make it. Now, we're coming at the end of the first month of the Three Rivers Challenge, and the other day, y'all didn't see nothing. The other day, I was sitting in a live over at Will It Grow's channel, John, and one of my fellow Shedwarriors, who also just so happens to be a new tadpole on Team Aquarius, by her choice, because she finished Shedwars 2023 in good standing, loved the land every day, decided she was going to double dog dare me to come up with a cooking collaboration. And seeing as she and I are both participating in the Three Rivers Challenge, I decided to make this challenge about using only the food you already have in your fridge, freezer. Ooh, I need this. I need that too. See, it's in my fridge, so I'm going to use it to make something good. Freezers. I need that too. Yeah, while I'm at it, I might as well grab this. I need that too. What else? What else can I pull out of this here freezer? I think that's it for now. Out of this freezer. Okay. Continuing on. So, this collaboration is dedicated to Miss Marty. Smarty Marty. You want to double dog dare me, you little tadpole girl. I'm a full-fledged frog, and I got you. So, here's how it's gonna go. I have come up with a cooking challenge. Hashtag using it up challenge. Because we are going to use up what is already in our house. You are not allowed to go buy anything from the store. You got to use what you have. Be that your fridge, your freezer, your chickens behind, your greenhouse if you have vegetables growing, your freezer, in my case freezers, pantry, your prep buckets, anything that's already in your home. Okay? Rule number 1. This is for Shedwars 24 participants only. So, rule number 1. You must be a Shedwars member in good standing with Shedwars 2024. Rule number 2. All ingredients. Let's turn it this way. Maybe that'll make it better. All ingredients must already be in your pantry, preps, home canned goods, freezers, garden, or if you have chickens or if you have cows, you know. It's got to be somewhere on your property, even if it isn't a cow or a goat or the behind of a chicken. Rule number 3. you must post a recipe or, a basic directions for how you put this meal together. Each meal or each item must have a separate video with a name, because that name, just put using it up challenge, colon, and then the name of the dish or whatever, because that name is going to go onto a spinny wheel, and that is how the prizes are going to be determined. Now, I just so happen to have two $25 Amazon gift cards, which I can actually send to your email as a credit. So that's what we're going to do. I'll get to that in a minute. Rule number 4. Not can, you must challenge one other fellow Shedwars 2024 participant. I'll put the description down in the description box down below. I will put the video where John and Robert announce the channels that are in good standing at the end of Shedwars 2023. Only people on that list can be challenged to do this challenge, okay? Now, you might notice when you're watching that video that Miss Smarty Marty from Love the Land Every Day is not mentioned. She did finish at the end of 2023 in good standing. However, due to an email issue, she was not mentioned in the video. So, she is in good standing. However, you cannot challenge Smarty Marty because this was her double dog dare to me. You have to find someone else. Someone that has not been challenged by me or Love the Land Every Day. Now, Love the Land Every Day chose to be on Team Aquarius. Love the Land Every Day has a dear sister. Her name is Cindy Squirrel. That Cindy Squirrel, she's all kinds of trouble. But Love the Land Every Day has challenged in a chat, a public chat, has challenged Cindy Squirrel to participate in the Using It Up challenge. So, we so far have 3 participants. Myself, of course. I will not be drawing for a prize. However, if one of my videos is chosen, I will put that video into the random comment picker, and that's how we will get our second winner. And then we'll go on to another channel or another video that has been submitted. You must send me the link to your participation video. Your video of you making food. You do not need to make I'm participating. Okay, that's great. I'm participating and this is my meal. Okay? Don't just send me a link to saying you're participating. Please. So. Oh, yes. So, I have come up with what I feel is a worthy collaboration for some Shedwars 2024 participants to share our skills and I can't even read what I said, and teach others. I now challenge the following channel. So, the channel I am challenging is Bloom's Sizzling Surprises. Last year, she joined late. However, because there was a spot on Team Aquarius, she got to be on Team Aquarius. I am challenging you, Miss Sizzle Bottoms, to make us a video. Take something out of that freezer of yours and make us something. That's one of the things. It has to follow the rules. In order to be considered for the drawing, your video has to follow the rules. So what you need to do is get some ingredients, either out of your freezer, your pantry, your home canned goods, your refrigerator, wherever. It has to be in your home or produced on in your home. Well, maybe not in your home because cows are kind of big, but you get my drift. If you have a cow, or if you already have milk in your home, then you can use that milk that is already in your home. I have powdered milk. That is what I'm going to be using. Unless I can get the cream out of my big freezer over there. But as far as I can tell right now, I'm just going to use my powdered milk. Or my powdered cream, because I think I have that. I think I may have powdered heavy cream. But it has to be in your home or produced on your property. If you have cows and they have milk, you can use the milk. If you have chickens, you can either use the chicken or use their eggs. That's up to you. That's between you and that chicken. But that's what we're going to do. And you're going to hashtag using it up challenge. And you're going to send me an email. The email will be down in the description box below with the link to your video. If your video link has not been sent to me, it is not going to be in the official playlist. If it is not in the official playlist, it will not be on the official Wheel of Happiness, okay? If it's not on the Wheel of Happiness, you don't get a prize. That's just the way it is. So, we got to have a way to track this and make it all on the up and up, because, I'm on Team Aquarius, not Team Will It Grow, if you get my drift. So, let's get this cooking party started. Send me those videos or the links for the videos. Tell me what channel you are with, please, because a lot of times our emails do not match our channels. I need to know your channel name, and you must be in good standing with Shedwars 2024. And I'm the assistant, so I got the list. I don't need to watch the video. You need to watch the video to know who to challenge to participate. Now, when are we going to end this little deal? Well, it starts February 1st, and it'll end, don't mind me, it will start on February 1st and end on, are we still in March? Good Lord, I'm having all kinds of problems. Y'all see that? March the 19th. Spring begins. So, make those videos, challenge your fellow Shedwars people, and send me the link to my email down below with your channel name. And we'll get you in the playlist, which will get you on the Wheel of Happiness. It's go time, folks. Let's use it up. Bye. So, good evening. This is Gardening Warrior, and I have dug through my deep freeze to find something very important that I need to get out of here. It's heavy whipping cream, and we're going to need that for dish 3 of the Using It Up challenge. This dish will be a mixed berry French toast bake. But I need that right there. So, I've got the heavy whipping cream. I need 2 cups. I've got 4 cups. Some mixed berries with yogurt, the ends of the bread, an entire loaf of French bread, raspberries, and mixed berries. That should be enough to make at least 3 dishes. Good afternoon. This is Gardening Warrior, and this is the first video for the Using It Up challenge. We are going to make stuffed pepper casserole. I was going to make stuffed peppers, but then I pulled out the stuffed peppers. They look kind of puny. So we're just going to make casserole instead. So, I've got 1 pound of the lean ground beef. It's already browned and cooled. In that ground beef, I already have the half onion, the 1 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon of garlic. What I need is a tomato paste, the diced tomatoes. So we're going to go get that out of our prepper boxes. This is how we hide our prepper food. We pile things on top of it. It's in a nice, cool, dark place, mostly, covered up with stuff. On purpose. It's purposeful piling, shall we say. Alright, so, there it is. White bucket number 3, Alfredo and tomatoes. But we just have tomatoes. So I need 14 ounces of diced tomatoes. We're going to get the fire roasted diced tomatoes. And some tomato paste. There we go. All these buckets are inventory. I have a diagram saying how they're supposed to be set up. And when my kids don't go plundering, things are where they're supposed to be. This, because we use it so much, just so happens to go right there with the name face snapped. So, that's one of the rules. Got to use everything in your house. This is one of my prepper boxes, pantry box buckets, and we're using this out of this. And of course, we got the heavy cream from the freezer. Excuse me, that's for a different recipe. So, we already had the rice made up. We already had the seasoned beef made up in the fridge. We're taking it out and we're using it. So, everything we have is being used from things I already had in my house. Oh, and the peppers were already in the fridge. I was going to make stuffed peppers, but 2 of the peppers are really puny and not really worth stuffing. So that's how we got to be having a stuffed pepper casserole instead. Alright, so stuffed pepper casserole. Now, this is a recipe off my Freezer Meal 101 Club. So, it is written, first off, how to store it. I'll put this down below. I browned the ground beef. I chopped the peppers and onion. The onions are actually already in the ground beef. I cooked the rice according to package. And now we're going to add the ground beef, chopped onion, minced onion is already in the beef mix. And so preheat oven to 350. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all this stuff up here into a bowl. And then I'm going to dump it into my 9x13 baking dish and preheat my oven. Here we go. I've already got the 3 chopped peppers in a bowl, but this is not going to be nearly big enough. So I'm going to go get one of my mixing bowls so we can get everything in there together. And I have to get a baking dish while I'm at it. So there you go. Alright. First we're going to preheat the oven to 350. Now we're going to mix the ingredients in this big old mixing bowl. 1 pound ground beef. I had 2 pounds in there, so I took half pound out. Next, the rice. 1 pound ground beef. It says 1 cup basmati. What I have is short grain brown rice. So we're going to use 1 cup of short grain brown rice. Alright, it calls for 1 14-ounce diced tomatoes drained. I am not draining it. This is 14 and a half. I'm going to throw it right on in there. It's going to be all good. Plus, those are fire roasted tomatoes. You don't want to lose any of that good flavor. So, and there's not that much juice. So the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. This is 6 ounces. 1/4 cup would be 2 ounces. So I'm just going to eyeball it. But again, it'll be alright. There it is. That looks about right. Now for the peppers. Now we're going to mix this all up. At this point, I've tasted it and decided it needs more salt, more pepper, and more garlic. So I've added roughly a 1/2 tablespoon of kosher salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and an entire tablespoon of granulated garlic. Because in this house, we like our garlic. Now we're going to mix it up. Alright, so the oven's 350. The mix is mixed. And all we need to do is spray this glass baking dish. I almost forgot to add the mozzarella cheese. Now we're going to have to mix it again, but that's okay. So, the cheese has been added, mixed, and the casserole is into the 9x13. Nice and evenly spread out. Now it's time to put it in the oven. First, let's make sure it doesn't have to be covered. So the directions say bake uncovered for 35 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll be back in 35 minutes to check on her. Ooh, that is beautiful. I'm going to add some yellow cheese to the top and put it back in there for about 5 minutes. Alright, back in she goes for about probably 10 minutes to make it melty. So, the magic number was 8. We're going to let this sit for about 8 to 10 minutes. And once all those juices have gotten back into the casserole, then we'll serve it up and have a little taste. Alright.
Hot sauce.
I knew it was going to be either hot sauce or ranch.
I'm putting ranch and stuff like this.
Go, well, you stick it on everything else.
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
Peppers.
It's stuffed pepper casserole. Did you just bite off of that and use it? No, don't. You have desecrated it. Don't put things you put your mouth on back in the food. Gross. Alright, so it's good? You'd like me to make it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Hot sauce.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.